Hello, my dearest Dr. Andrew Michaels. It is so good to finally meet you in person. Yes, so good to finally make your acquaintance. I promise you, no harm will come to you this most blessed of evenings. You have my word on it. Though my word has little value to you in the human species. Have you guessed where you might be, my dearest doctor? You're certainly not in Kansas anymore, I can assure you. Yes. You are in my laboratory, or what appears in your mind as my laboratory. We are, as you would say, in a quantum time flux. One of your silly little quantum bubbles that my enemies so graciously awarded you for saving their puny, pathetic lives. But I digress, dearest Doctor Andrew Michaels, and I want to focus on why we are finally meeting in person. Yes, I have waited too long for this time to occur. When I had my enemies at my feet, you interrupted my plans, and I wish you to no longer interrupt them. Do you understand me? It is such a simple request. Your race is not ascendant. You have no rights to the quantum time bubble technologies, and you must abandon your ways with them. You need to stop, and I want you to quit altering my plans. Do we have an understanding? Does your simian mind contemplate what the reptilian mind has already conquered a millennium ago? the sight of your race. How does it feel, my dearest doctor, to be without your toys? It's amazing when I put you back up into your tree, how silly you look, swinging from the branches, eating the fruit and leaves upon the ground. Yes, you were meant for this, nothing but a bovine feeder of the ground before you. It is your penchant for eating grass that makes you weak, unlike the reptilian thirst for blood and for meat. You only recently found your taste for it, and already your race is turning away from it. How does that make you feel, Doctor? To know we are so much more evolved than you. Tell me, Doctor, why your trappings are so elaborate. Your tie. Yes. You must wear your tie, and it must be clipped properly. Isn't that right, Doctor? You wouldn't want to get a violation in the dress code for your precious pensioner's job. All of the science and power of 3 alien races at your fingertips, and you worry about a silly dress code so your employer will not take away your precious little pension check. You haven't even earned it all yet, and yet you fear losing it. I am amazed by your simplicity of your honor and devotion. How devoted of you to worry about your little pile of wealth. You could empty Fort Knox of its golden treasures, yet you sit back and try to rescue Futura. And I have news for you. You're not going to succeed. But if it isn't your tie, then it is your mind that holds you back, dearest Doctor. And I will use my tools to make you understand me. Such simple tools, but such complex ways. You couldn't even begin to understand our technologies. You barely harness the atom. And I wonder how long it will be before you release it upon yourselves. Your destructive nature knows no bounds. Your allies, they told you about me. But did they tell you everything? Did they tell you why we are enemies? Maybe I should tell you. And then maybe you will rethink your policies towards helping them. think I have all the readings from your puny mind that I need. My tools and my toys are much more advanced than yours, and your silly hypnotic powers are of no use against me. Yes. I'm going to take clippings of your skin for sampling, so I may understand my enemy completely. Will you allow me to take DNA samples, as you have taken samples from so many others these past few days? It's so funny when the shoe is on the other foot, isn't it? As you would say on your planet. Yes, it is. Allow me to take my samples. With these hair and tissue samples, I will now have a record of your species. How similar you are to the ones I helped, yet so different, each and every one of your species. So much variety, so many different kinds of the same animal. No universal creature, so much diversity, so many variations on a theme. Such a simple thing. You are like the dog, yes, aren't you? Your canine companion. He is so fitting, a friend an ally to the human simian species. So many different types of canine dog, so many colors, so many different coats of fur, so many shapes and sizes, so many bread for so many different types of jobs. It is amazing as you try to do it to your own race. So many rebelled. I see you've learned your lesson, but you have so many more lessons to learn. Yes. Don't worry. You'll have plenty of time in the afterworld to develop yourselves as sentient species. I don't think you'll live long on this planet, in this realm of existence, the way you callously toss about your toys and fire off your atomic weapons with such disregard for each other. And I need you to know, because I know your leaders already think about it, but your atomic weapons will have no bearing on Cthulhu. If Cthulhu is loosed upon the planet Earth, he is both form and formless, both living and already dead, a ghost transient between this realm and the next dimension of reality. Your atomic weapons, your missiles, and your bullets will have no effect on him. He is a metaphysical manifestation of the ancient ones that was born long before your planet ever cooled down enough to have an atmosphere. You couldn't touch him with your puny weapons. So put that out of your mind and remember what I told you. Follow my plan, or your race will be extinguished. And you have a family, don't you, Doctor? And you worry about your wife and your daughter, your offspring. When we have offspring, we have many where you have one. You should be so much more careful about how you conduct your business arrangements when you have such a precious single offspring to worry about. It's amazing the hope this love for a single creature can generate in your subtle simian species, yet it's misplaced. You should be guarding it and stopping your Tesla signals from leaving your planet. That foolish genius you all worship alongside Edison are the two reasons you're about to be extinguished from existence. Yet you worship them like gods. How stupid and backwards your race is. They were so in a hurry to develop the technology to reach the stars, that they fail to take in consideration of what might happen, not knowing how these toys would be unleashed upon the universe. That's why your race is not and never will ascend in this plane of existence. We were once similar races, your allies and I, until they went on to become pacifists, and I abhor their peaceful ways. And I want you to understand me, Doctor. As long as I live, there will be no peace in the known universe. It is already too late for your people. You see, there are two kinds of species in the universe, Doctor. Mine, who have ascended, your allies also who have ascended, and we became aware, cosmically aware, and we shut off all our transmissions of electrical nature. Our planets went silent. Silence is the easiest way to protect your species in the universe. No one knows we exist, except for you, of course, and your silly people. And the reason you know we exist is because you're very noisy people. When you discovered radio transmissions, you immediately began to send out signals all over the universe in 360 degrees from your world. Your race began to send out signals, yelling as loudly as they could across the space around them. And you know what? Everyone was listening for them. There are so many races who love to prey upon non-ascendant creatures as yourself, with so little understanding of cosmic awareness. It was child's play to manipulate one of your silly little countries and get their government to give over valuable genetic data. And I used that data to harm your ally. And I would have succeeded if you hadn't helped them with a cure. And for that I should kill you. But I won't. Now, we know about you, Doctor, and you know about us. Before this becomes an issue with your general public discovering us, you need to silence this. Your government needs to make it stop, or I will make make it stop by exterminating your entire race. Now I'm going to give you one chance to make this problem go away. I'm going to give you 1 full month to stop bothering me. Stop interfering with my plan. 30 cycles of your days. If you do not comply, I will use all of my powers to destroy your race. And I will launch Armageddon upon your people and your ally. Do I make myself clear? There is no debate on this matter, and I will not tolerate any further interruption to my plans. You will discontinue contact with your ally upon arrival. This will be a sign to me of compliance on your species' behalf. Otherwise, I will consider you have refused my offer, and in that case, I will immediately awaken the one they call Cthulhu deep in the city of Riley, and I will unleash that dead, silly, stupid ancient god upon your mankind, and he will feast on your bones until there are none of you left to soil the planet's surface. Have I made myself completely clear? There is no room for debate. You must comply with my wishes. I will send you back now. What is that infernal noise? What did you bring with you? Foul manner of creature is this that you brought to my world? Infectious, disease-carrying, filthy creature did you bring? Ooh.